Our angels want you to know that what truly builds success is not motivation, but consistency. See, one of my favorite quotes that I've ever heard, and you're going to laugh about where I heard it from, but it was actually from Pitbull, Mr. Worldwide 304. And he always said, small steps, long vision. We oftentimes go all in. We get an idea, we start going to the gym. Ooh, my hair. We start going to the gym, we start doing all the things, but then we burn out because we're not building healthy habits. We're feeling this urgency, this fleeting motivation to change something because we no longer like it, or we are unhappy, or we've hit rock bottom. But what we're not doing is creating sustainable habits or creating a system to truly become successful. Because this is what actually built my success. And it was never motivation. Because I can't tell you how many times I would start a diet and I would fall right off because I'd be hardcore immediately, but it was never sustainable. And so I would fall right back off the wagon and I would gain all the weight right back. Within the last 2 years, I have lost over 150 pounds with consistency, with still living and enjoying my life, with the help of my angels, helping me to release the trauma and to move forward and to embrace the life I've always dreamed of. And it all came down to consistency. And a word that a lot of you don't want to hear, discipline. But we're going to change that today. Because when you start to look at discipline the way that the angels have told me to look at discipline, it will absolutely change your life. Because it's not truly discipline, it is self devotion. Is devoting to God in your spiritual practice by understanding that, biblically speaking, we are supposed to expand, grow, and multiply. What God gives us is meant to be embraced, loved, and improved on. So when we stay stagnant and we don't multiply our finances, we are not embracing, in a space of gratitude, our gifts. I know that's hard to hear sometimes. And it was a hard lesson for me to hear as well, but you need to hear it. You need to hear it, okay? So let's get right down to it. I truly found success with the help and guidance of my angels, specifically Archangel Michael, when I got out of their way and just focused not so much on the end results, but the system. Showing up every day and being the version of myself that will inevitably, eventually be successful. Because it was never a matter of if, it was always a matter of when. Because that is truly surrendering to Archangel Michael and to God and all the angels of the highest Christed light. Is by creating a system, having standards, boundaries, and policies on how we show up every single day. Because you will never be successful having $2 habits. You just won't. I've tried 4 years. I couldn't eat McDonald's and fast food every single day and think that I would have my dream body or even anywhere close to feeling as good about myself as I feel right now. I would never have this channel if I didn't consistently post my gifts, my story, my journey. I wouldn't. I wouldn't have amassed almost 300,000 followers on TikTok if I did not post and show up consistently every single day. Now, of course, there are days that I am better at what I do than others. And that's where we're going to start talking about chaotic consistency. Because here, I am a queen of chaotic consistency, thanks to my ADHD. There are days that I am a boss. I mean, I am a boss. And everything is scheduled out perfectly, and I show up and I do the dang thing. And then there are days when I literally have to pep talk myself so much just to get out of bed and do the bare minimum. But that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that because I'm still being consistent. You have to figure out what your non negotiables are. What is your bare minimum that you know that no matter what, you will do that? That is your standards. That is your policy. That is your system. You know that if you go for a walk 20 minutes every single day, you will maintain some sort of health journey. And there will be days when you get up and you walk for 45 minutes because you feel great. And then, you know what? There will be days where you get to 19 minutes and 59 seconds and you're pooped, but you did it. You showed up. And that's okay. That's okay. What is your non negotiable? What are your standards? What is your policy? Is it, do you want to be a spiritual guide or a mentor like me? How can you show up for your community every single day, non negotiable? Maybe it's just pulling one tarot card and posting it on social media every single day. And of course, there will be days when you post a whole lot more, and that's okay too. And that's actually great. But it's about creating the community that you know that people can rely on you every single day to share your gift and your messages. You become reliable, consistent, and that inspires people to do the same. So, success is never motivation because motivation is fleeting, and most of the time we do not feel any motivation until we finally sit down at our desk or get to the gym and we get moving. Because action creates confidence, and confidence in oneself helps us propel even faster and forward. But it's all about romanticizing the journey too, right? If you really think about it. Because we're always sitting there and we're like, I will feel great when I lose the weight, or I will feel great when I can hear my angels, or I will feel great when I see the results, as opposed to, I'm loving the journey. This is amazing. This is incredible. I'm showing up for myself every day. I'm so proud of myself because I am doing the bare minimum and then some every single day. Because my standards are here now as opposed to here. Raise your standards. Take yourself so seriously because what we take seriously, we get serious results. Don't you deserve that? Aren't you worthy of that? Aren't you worthy of taking yourself seriously? I'm going to ask you a question. Do you even know what you want? Or have you been a people pleaser your whole life that you are so concerned about making sure that everyone's okay that you haven't really sat with yourself and said, this is what I want, and then allow yourself to want it? Because a lot of times what happens with people pleasers is this: you don't want to admit that you want something because then it becomes real. And then you have to admit to yourself that you're not going after it. You got to look at yourself in the mirror and remind yourself every day of what you're not doing for yourself. People pleasing is an addiction. Understand that. And sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is just replace who you're trying to please. You should be pleasing yourself because you got to understand something so for real. There is no knight in shining armor coming in to save you. It's got to be you. You're the main character in your movie. Stop playing a supporting role. This is the montage. This is where you start, behind the scenes, walking the walk and creating the life you've always wanted by whether it's starting a gratitude practice, updating your resume to go get the job you've always dreamed of, or doing a 30-day prayer challenge to connect with Archangel Michael and your angels more. Whatever the case may be, this is it. Because if you keep saying tomorrow, it will always be tomorrow. It will never be today. What are your non-negotiables? What does the version of you do every day? How do they eat? What do they dress like? How do they talk? Do they curse? Do they speak slowly with grace and confidence? See, I wouldn't have any of the success that I have right now if I wasn't consistent. I've been on hiatus recently with YouTube because I was spending time with my kids. It's summer. And what success looks like to me is being a mom and enjoying that moment. But I'm here and I love you guys. And I'm still posting my shorts every day. Consistency will always trump perfection because perfection does not exist. It doesn't exist. If you were to be consistent and meditate for 1 minute every single day, that's 365 minutes in 1 year. That's better long term if you meditated once a month for an hour. It is. Because you got that one big meditation in. It is. Consistency. Give your angels something to work with by inspired action. You are so worthy of that. Your angels are giving you permission right now to put yourself first, to prioritize yourself, to be your own knight in shining armor. They're doing it right now through me, because you watching this is not a coincidence. It is a divine intervention. Please understand that. Because I was you. I was you. I was sitting on the couch praying and hoping to win the lottery but never buying a ticket. I was you. And I've been on this journey for quite some time, and I'm telling you right now, if I can do it, you can do it. I've survived domestic violence. I've survived so many traumas. I am bigger than my trauma. I am more important than my trauma. I'm so much more interesting than my trauma. I have so much more to give, despite what everybody else has told me I can't do. I know that I can do it, because action creates confidence in oneself. The consistency is what will change your game. Having a system and a policy. What you do every day today will be reflected in a month. So if you don't put the cheeseburger down, or if you don't start that gratitude practice that you keep telling yourself to do, you will be exactly where you will be in a month. But imagine this. Imagine if you made a commitment to yourself that no matter what, every single night before you go to bed, you say out loud or in your head, write it down. It does not matter. 3 things that you're proud of, or 3 things that went well today, or 3 things that you're grateful for. Do you understand how much that little act that takes less than a minute that you commit to yourself will absolutely change your mind or change your world? Because when we change our inner world, our outer world is reflected on that. And I'm going to leave you with this. If you wouldn't say it to somebody you love, don't say it to yourself. Because until you are so for real with yourself and you change the way you communicate with yourself, you will stay the same. Because if you keep abusing yourself emotionally, mentally, and physically, you will always be a victim. It starts with you. You are the problem, but you are the solution. It starts with you. But here's the beautiful thing in all this. You are not alone. You have the support of your angels. You have the support of Archangel Michael. You don't need to do this path alone. But you need to do it. You need to take those steps every single day. And I want you to start now. As soon as you're done watching this, I want you to do one thing that takes less than a minute, whether it's committing to drinking 1 glass of water every single day for a month. I want you to do it, and I want you to start today. And I don't care if it's 10:59 and you're in the bed and you forgot to drink your glass of water. You get your tushy up, you go to the kitchen and you get your glass of water and you down it. Or let's say you're in bed and you told yourself that every single day you were going to meditate for 1 minute. You better do it before you go to sleep. I always suggest doing everything first thing in the morning to get it right out of the way. But you do not allow yourself to make any excuses, because an excuse is a lie that we tell ourselves to make it okay. No more excuses. Okay? You deserve everything. You are incredible. You are amazing. And if you don't believe it, I don't care. Your angels believe it. And that is why I am here to remind you who the heck you are. You may not believe it yet, but you will. I believe in you, your angels believe in you, and certainly God believes in you. Okay? I love you guys so much. I look forward to spending even more time with you guys. And if you're interested in working with me on one-on-one, check the links in the below. I have incredible, amazing courses there as well, all reasonably priced. I love you so, so much. And remember, you are powerful, you are incredible, you are amazing, and you are never alone. And you don't need to do this alone, but you need to do it. You need to do it for you. I love you.